Ooh, good morning. I know you can't see me, which is weird because I'm light-skinned. Wow, light-skinned. Wow. You can tell I'm from Detroit, can't you? I'm on my way to work. The time is now 5:30 a.m. It was the weirdest thing that happened. My alarm went off this morning at 5 a.m. and I'm asleep. I'm chilling. What I've done lately is I've taken to not focusing so much on going to sleep as I do just relaxing. I kick back, lay down, put my hands behind my head, and I just chill. And eventually I drift off. I think it's easier for me. But weirdest thing happened this morning. My alarm went off at 5 o'clock. And typically I get up, get dressed, I use the bathroom, I head out. So this morning in particular, I felt like I needed to rest a little more. So I hit the snooze button for 15 minutes. Now, that's not really accurate because it was less the snooze button and more I hit dismiss on the phone. Then I reset the alarm on my phone for 5:15, thinking that would give me a little extra time. And it did. So I set it, I lay down, I get comfortable. And I'm not even kidding. It was the weirdest thing. It was like I laid down, I got comfortable, I closed my eyes so that I could rest, and the alarm went off. I was like, holy shit, how did that? Wow. So that 15 minutes meant nothing. But as I get up to head out to work, I am reminded of the fact that you can't see me. Like all these John Cena videos, you can't see me. Sorry about that. Oh, in the distance, if you listen very closely, you can hear the train coming. But that's just the 5:35 train, the one I'm not supposed to be on. I'm scheduled to be on the next one, which says to me I have 15 minutes to get to the station. Sounds about right. But I'm getting dressed to go to work, and part of me's dreading it. Like, I hate getting up. It's only Tuesday. But complaining about it being Tuesday don't change it from being Tuesday. Still got shit to do. Still got places to go. So I'm up, I'm dressed, headed out to work. Now, this job in particular is, I don't even want to say it's the most work. Wow. It's the most work I've had to do. Because it's not. By no stretch of the imagination is this job hard. So let me walk you through my day. I walked you through yesterday because it seems easier. I arrive at work and I look at the schedule. The schedule for the day tells me where my 4 posts will be. I get 4 2-hour posts, which honestly really helps in the breakdown. Because once you hit that third place, you're like, okay, one more spot to go, and I got it. Now, my schedule will change every day. Despite the fact that I'm here from 6 to 2 every day, my schedule will change from day to day. My schedule within the 6 to 2. So, I might be standing up in front of a door. I might be standing up outside. I might be sitting by a door. I may be walking around outside. Like, there are a couple of different choices. There are a lot of different ways it can go. But yesterday, for example, I Where did I start? I started in a walking position. I know that much. So for 2 hours, I walked around. But somebody came to relieve me at like 7:30. So when they came to relieve me at 7:30, I took my break, which is 15 minutes. I took closer to 25 minutes because nobody's paying attention. Then it's off to my second shift, which was a walking position too. I can't remember where it was now, but it was one where I had to be on my feet and walking. I want to say it was guarding that door with the have to make sure people use their badge to get out the door, despite the fact that it's just a badge to the cafeteria, and despite the fact that the doors are wide open. But whatever, I mop underwater for a living. So what? I'm not about to complain about the work. So from there, I took a lunch, and I ended up outside for 2 hours. But I took my lunch, and at the end of my lunch, I kind of bullshitted around. I kind of lollygagged through the building because at 12, I was outside. No, 12 o'clock. My last posting was in a position where I could sit down. So I sat down for the last 2 hours. Fun. Now, it's like I said, nothing about it is hard. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. I didn't mean for this to go so long. Like, I don't know where I'm going to end up today, but it's always in the same building, and I am learning my way around, and some spots have chairs, so that's what's up. I have noticed, however, that there are some places that I don't get put, like, I'm never in the welcome center. It seems like they have guards specifically for that, and that person is always in the welcome center. But whatever, like, my job ain't hard. Hardest part about my job is getting up and going. Really. Once I get up and get going and go meet a friend of mine who's warm and fuzzy, and I'm sorry, wonderful joke. But once I get up and get going and I'm there, the day pretty much zips by, especially if I'm able to listen to something in the headphones. Like, man, that helps me so much. I managed to listen to stuff for most of the day yesterday, which was nice. Really helped me through my day. And gives me an excuse to sit and write notes when I get a chance. So here's hoping that today, you know, if you could break it down for me, and half my shift I was sitting and half the shift I was standing, I'd be okay. Which honestly I feel like should be the way it is for everybody. Everybody should be able to sit down once or twice throughout the day. Not that any of the everyday hustle and bustle is anything. I'm a wall decoration. I stand there and I listen for beats. I half-ass do that too, because sometimes the alarm will go off, and the only reason I realize something's wrong is because there's no alarm. But I'm up. I'm doing it. Oh boy. And I'm awake. I just need to get in here and get it done. It's Tuesday. You know, everybody's looking forward to the weekend. I'm literally just looking forward to not having nothing to do. But I say that, but I'm not gonna have nothing to do when I get here. But a job is work. Like, it requires getting up and getting dressed and going and a commute. And then you have to perform the task itself. Like, it takes so much effort. But I'm gonna get in here and get it done because I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to have a job where the hardest part of my day is the fact that I have to stand up and walk around. Like, hell, if you want to compare it to DSP, which honestly I feel like was my first real, like, adult job. Like, I walked around for 10 hours a day, every day, well, 4 days a week. And those 4 10s and the 3 days off were nice. But if you want to compare it to this DSP, where I was walking around actively searching for the homeless or helping merchants, like, here, I pace back and forth in front of a door. And that pretty much describes every position. I'm pretty much just standing on the outside of a door watching badges go by. So, I've got no complaints. I need to get over myself. Get in here and get to work. Sure, it's hard getting up, but man, it could be harder. I could be getting up and getting dressed and traversing this distance so I could go to Target and unload boxes off the back of a truck, or getting up to go wander around downtown Sac for DSP. Like, it could be a hell of a lot worse. I could be on my way to VF Outlet so I can unpack boxes and fold clothes and then have me be told that I'm doing it wrong and then fold it a different way and then be told that that way is wrong and do it differently the first way I did it. Like, so weird. Like, everybody complains about this gig. There's an older guy who wants out, and I understand his is more for financial reasons, but he's just like, yeah, it's too much stress here. Like, stress? Motherfucker, go to work, stand in your position and do the job. No pressure, no strain, just do the job. So, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna do the job.